everyone, first of all I need to apologise for the background noise. They are building at the back of my house. I wanted to film this while I still had the daylight, and I have to have this fan on and the window closed because otherwise I would be the crazy sweating pregnant lady who is just in a puddle of her own makeup and sadness. I'm doing my February wrap up. I managed to get through 10 books this month, which is just absolutely monumental for me. I have managed to read like one in the past 6 years it feels like, but I'm back in the game and I am ready to do this. So these are the books that I read this month. Started the month off by reading this book called Starstruck by Brenda Hyatt. It was a free ebook that I read on my iPad. I'm sort of addicted to like shitty young adult things that I can just get for free in iBooks. So I read that in I think maybe a day, and it's just about this girl who lives in like a small town. She's not very cool, and then this hot new guy comes and it turns out that she's some sort of Martian princessy thing or something. It's something intergalactic. They have these powers. I can't even really remember it. I just remember that it was really cheesy. What are you doing?
I'm done.
The next book I read this month was the most disappointing book I have ever encountered in all my years of reading. The Ruby Circle by Rochelle Mead, which is the 6th and final book in the Bloodline series, which is a spin-off of Vampire Academy. I don't think that I have enough time to tell you exactly what the hell was wrong with this book, but it was just bullshit. It was the worst conclusion. Sydney Sage deserved better. The readers deserved better. I felt like Rochelle Mead just stopped caring. She just wanted to wrap everything up, and this book was shit. Like, I gave it a 1 star on Goodreads. If I could have given it a 0, I would have. If you want me to do a video, like it'll be like 20 minutes long, explaining why this is the worst book I have ever read in my whole life, let me know in the comments down below. But I am so pissed by this book. Like, I hate it. In an attempt to recover from the worst letdown I have ever had in my life, I decided to pick up a contemporary because I couldn't bear the thought of any sort of fantasy element, urban fantasy, anything that would remind me of the Bloodline series. And I did this the wrong way, but I did it in the right way for me because I felt like I wouldn't have enjoyed these books as much as I did if I had read them in the proper order. And I'm talking about Isla and the Happily Ever After. Oh my god, that's just so annoying. I can't show you my ebook version of it because I can't get to the cover for some reason, but I've ordered a physical copy. So anyway, so I read Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins, and I'm late to the Stephanie Perkins party, I know, but oh my god, like, Isla gave me all the feels. Like, I am still thinking about it. I read it in the very early part of the month, and my whole face is just lit up talking about it. I loved this book so much. It was definitely my favorite out of the 3. The whole story, oh my gosh, it killed me. I keep going back and rereading passages. It's just amazing. I have no idea where I got the idea to read half of these books, but after I read Isla and the Happily Ever After, and it really rejuvenated me and perked me up because I thought I was just going to be in a massive reading slump, I ended up picking up X-Haul by Rachel Hawkins. I didn't think too much of this, and I don't think I'll continue on with the series, but I guess that it was just like a good book to sort of break up everything. Which was the witch, and she's sent away to a boarding school to get control of her powers, and I don't know, there's like a love interest. That's like all I can really remember of it. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Books a couple of weeks ago was offering The Selection by Kira Cass as a free ebook, so I decided to download it while I could, and I put it onto my iPad. I ended up reading that, and while the character of America really did annoy me because she didn't know whether she was coming or going half the time, I persisted, and then I read The Elite, and then I finished it off with The One, and I know that there's going to be the spin-off series coming soon. I don't really care about it that much. I think that I just kind of got into this thing of reading about America and all of her like stupid struggles with Ilya, is that where she, I can't even remember, like, and then I went back to Stephanie Perkins because, you know, we've got this like relationship thing happening now, and I read the second book in the series, Lola and the Boy Next Door. I didn't like this one obviously as much as Isla, but I definitely liked it more than Anna and the French Kiss, which is what I read after. So I read them in reverse order, and I'm pretty glad that I did because, like I said, I would have bothered with Lola and the Boy Next Door had I read Anna and the French Kiss first. And when I got to Isla and Happily Ever After, I would have been like, why the fuck didn't I read this first? Because that book, I'm going to be going on about the book for the rest of my life. You don't understand. I really liked Anna because it created some beautiful imagery of Paris. And I mean, like, what girl doesn't want to go to Paris? It's just, there's something about that city, you know what I'm saying? But I thought it was cute. It was actually really cute. It was a cute book. everything's a bit cute, isn't it? Lola and the Boy Next Door, that was adorable as well. And the final book that I read this month was Fangirl by Helen Keeble. This is about a girl named Xanthi Jane, but they all just call her Baby Jane or something. She's come back as a vampire, and there's this whole hierarchy of vampires. It's quite a parody sort of book. It was good. Well, it wasn't great, like it was just good. And it's actually really funny because the vampires in this, the hunters, you know, obviously because it's like what's gonna happen, vampires have this really severe form of OCD, like, and they have to categorize things. So if a vampire hunter gets into a bit of trouble with them, he'll just like throw like a whole bunch of rice at them, and they like have this compulsion to like clean it up or put it into certain patterns and stuff. So I found that really funny. It's just a standalone, but it does sort of end open-ended. There's way better vampire books to read that don't try so hard to be funny, in my opinion. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to review any of these books in further depth, because let's just be honest, this video was a big old mess, but I'm blaming it on the heat, I'm blaming it on my kid being crazy, I'm blaming it on my pregnancy hormones. Oh, if you don't follow me on Twitter, or maybe I put it on Instagram, I don't know, I put it on Twitter, I know that for sure, it's a baby boy! See you guys next video, bye! Mwah!